I'm so sick of God questions, not incompetent Coltville. We need to just get rid of your Bible and explain to you that you're in hell because the earth has never been 6,000 years age. So take your Bible out of print and stop use of it. That's simple. The Grand Canyon is billions of years old in the year 2021. The Grand Canyon of the United States is billions of years old. That's not too grand if you can't use that to collapse your cult on the internet and explain to them and take a year and a half in order to explain that the Grand Canyon in the Australian continent has remained populated for 65,000 to 250,000 years. That's not a human being. That's a retardation of brain cell you don't have. The 136 million year White Cliffs of Dover were erased along the way. The 770 of the Alps, millions, the billions of years of the Earth that it's always been. In the year 1890, it was actually billions, and we kind of knew it. And we just then how many of you Facebook, respond with that. Go use your human evolution, great intelligence to straighten this fucking thing out. Go learn a little bit about the continent of Australia. You obviously have a mental illness. If you have a Bible in print and you've never used that, and you're over $28 trillion in debt, your retardations of brain cells you don't have. So in 1993, well, you had this guy here, the let's read from him. I bought it. Although Newton initially promised to reply at once, he planned an answer that required more time. Gee, I wonder what year that was. So in 1537, you had plenty of time. Shortly after, returned to 1667. So in 1667, from 1650 to 1667, now you're squished out like a bug. There's some sex. There's some what's going on in the middle. Nothing like gravity, the billions of years, Grand Canyon, Pangea is still flat, and the back then in the 1500s. Do you know how he even came up with the four corners bullshit? Latin Greek expositional challenge that you haven't been born on accident is and then the Jews got Auschwitz for you having been born on accident, and then the Dead Sea Scrolls, and you see that's all Earth history. There's nothing in all Earth history because you just shouldn't have been born on this planet with the billions of years United States Grand Canyon, the 770, the Alps you're too dumb to take care of, and too dumb, immoral, incompetent retardation. Cult, when you're told that the Alps are 770 million years, that doesn't mean you get to vote. That means go take care of them and cut your ball off in the process. Oh, both of them. You're both senile retardation of brain cells. You don't have you accidentally mated with something that God Himself, fuck you, He said, made out of the 136 million year White Cliffs of Dover. And butterflies carried the whatever form to become the gross domestication of you idiot bills at 6,000 year earth incompetent retardations of you got human evolution, even great apes swinging from a tree. You're so fucking retardation brain cells that you don't have that you incorporated. You're so 6,000 year hallucinative stupid with a 9,200 year old fossil and a 40,000 year fossil. You're a piece of shit. You're not a doctor. You're a retardation of brain cell you don't have. You think you're a doctor? You think you're a scientist? Well, go back 9,200 years and pat a great ape on their head and take it out of the zoo and have it sleep with you. And try that for the domestication of bullshit. The building of mathematician. So in the year 1665 to the year 1666, you got nothing in your Bible because you're all in hell. And The revised book 3 contained that, and then from the year 1666, you had a 5 day plague to chase out all the fire, to chase out all the fleas from the 18th month plague. Yeah, it was so long ago, right after 1537. Yay! In 1602, you followed a legend to right now, and you were born on accident in the process. So, you all know, and one of the points, Aryan credo. So you guys left in hell, and you're a retardation of brain cell you don't have, having made it with something that's billions of years, and God made it. Said fuck you with it. And then you got Kurt Cobain blew his head off because you were born. Hook submitted his critique to the Royal Society, and then you got the internet in 1996. 99, sort of, because in the 80s you already had it as the topic. You remember back in the day when you had a brain, and no, you don't. That was the 30s. So you forgetting that circa the 1890s is actually yesterday, and circa the 1890s is actually today, and because you were born on accident, yesterday shouldn't have happened. It's really quite simple to say retardation of brain cells. You don't have the 136 million year white cliffs of Dover butterflies carried you over, and you got planted here on accident. So, in the United States, where you're a retardation of brain cell you don't have, you could not put the subject in his mind but a paragraph. So I can't even write a fucking book. You're so hallucinative, stupid. 6,000 year and a half to explain to you that the billion year old Grand Canyon, that's a mental illness. You have what's called a delusional disorder, and you should probably just never mate. Uh, in the year 1666, he retired again from Cambridge. So in the year 1666, quite a lot of things went on, and an apple fell on Newton's head, and your retardant shouldn't have been born, and little things like that. So you race the Alps along the process of you not being able to take care of them, being billions of years underneath that. Isaac Newton himself, he understood that Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden on 4000 BC, not a minute later, not a minute earlier either. But 10,000 BC, Lilith was flying around with Adam, and he wasn't yet concubinically arranged to have children yet with Eve. Lilith, no, she was just his concubine. Adam, he was an albino. He had magic poof glory on. A whiny little fucktard. He got fat when he got it with Eve. Eve was made 4,500 BC on the day, and Eve 500 years before the year 4,000 BC on the day, with being expelled from the Garden of Eden on the day. Of 4000 BC, not on 1023, 4000, not approximately 6,000 years ago, nothing like that. And on the day, 4000 BC, go back 500 years, yes, Eve. Hey, she's an albino. She had an umbilical cord and was connected to Adam because Lilith flew away. You knew that sort of, but you just got Astros later, and they didn't tell you on that. So you not having a brain cell from having been made from the 136 million years of white cliffs of Dover, you being too dumb to take care of the 770 age of the Alps, and you being in the moral retardation of brain cell you don't have. Go over to gotquestions.org and waste the next year and a half of your life in telling them that the Grand Canyon of the United States is billions of years, that the Australian people have remained there for 65,000 to 250,000 years. Go do that. You do that for your children. It's a waste of your life to have been born if you don't at least try that. So you can waste your entire life waiting for cult to accept reality that the Grand Canyon is as old as you're as stupid. But the retardation of the 136 million year white cliffs of Dover, the fairy dust with pulled over to get you here accidentally. Mating, grade A, stupid, dumb, dip. You don't even know how to read fucking words. You retardation of brain cells you don't have. God and Moses spoke face to face. God and Moses spoke face to face. You shouldn't have been born. You're a retard. God and Moses spoke face to face. You're a retardation of the brain cell you don't have. You're all in hell. God and Moses spoke face to face. You're a retardation of the brain cell you don't have. God and Moses spoke face to face. The Bible is the legend of Jesus. God and Moses spoke face to face. God and Moses spoke face to face in Matthew chapter 5, verse 1, where there was four whole of them. Oh, you're in hell. 4 disciples. Which one of them knew that? So they were transporting the Dead Sea Scrolls out of the Second Temple. You're a retardation of brain cell you don't have. 4Q377, and God and Moses speaking face to face during the days of Elijah. During the days of Elijah, and they eventually got Auschwitz for that. It was during the days of Elijah at 4Q377 on the flat when it was no longer young or had not arrived at being stupid, dumb, stuck for a year and a half. God and Moses spoke face to face. You retardation of a brain cell you don't have. Fucking got questions, not incompetent Bill. From that verse, there's nothing in your Bible. God and Moses spoke face to face. Got questions, not incompetent Bill. God and incompetent retard Pope. God and Moses spoke face to face. You retardations of brain cells you don't have. God and Moses spoke face to face. Retardations of brain cells you don't have. God and Moses spoke face to face. God and Moses spoke face to face. He made you without a brain. You're too dumb to even read words. I can't write anything. I just got to record myself and flip you off and say Jehovah's the name of God, and he masturbated on the ground and got you on accident. So at the letter V, you're a stupid, dumb retardation of brain cell you don't have, which is you butterfly carried you over on a trade wheel and you both, hey, yeah, you're a retard. You're not smart. You're a retardation of the brain cell you don't have. The all one or two of them that God didn't make you with that evolved into the way you are, which you're a retardation of the brain cell you don't have, which all one or two of them, which God didn't make, which you we keep going like this, but it's really just when I did this, the Grand Canyon was billions of years when you shouldn't have been born. Use that. Go tap your great ape cult, you and your doctor. Hey doctor, where'd my cookies come from? And use a little bit of retardation of the brain cell you don't have, and go to the chiropractor and get a little brain cell of a retardation you don't have, having been made from the 136 million year glycoside over mating with something that's as dense, dumb, and stupid dumb like you, and like questions on incompetent Bill. And there's never been me wrong, and no, there's wasn't 6,000 years age. You just shouldn't have been born. And there's not 6,000 years age. You poster, you shouldn't have been born. None of you should have been born, because the earth is not 6,000 years age. You are not able to correct the Bible. The earth is not 6,000 years age. The earth is flat. The earth is not 6,000 years age. You're too dumb to read words. The earth is not 6,000 years age. You're too dumb to not preach the legend of Jesus. The earth is not 6,000 years age. You're a retardation of having been made from the 136 retardation million years of the billions that you can't figure out. You fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. You're all in hell. You're retards. You're fucking idiots. You got a cult on the internet and a book that's invalid because you got a cult on the internet. Retardation of a brain cell you don't have. Got questions, not incompetentville, invalidating every word of the Bible by being born on accident, and then going to work for a year and a half. Hey, we're not going to even correct our children's homework. We're not going to accept any illegitimate. Fuck you. There's not 6,000 years of age. Learn to fucking take care of it, you incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Fuck you. There's not 6,000 years of age. The Australian needs you to cut your balls off. They've been there for 65,000 to 250,000 years. Be done with that. Don't read anymore, you fucking retardation of brain cell you don't have. You fucking incompetent Christian. Don't read. You're so fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Go write the end of your Bible. Bible, you fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. The Earth's not 6,000 years, you fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. The Earth is billions of years old, you fucking retardation of a brain cell you don't have. The Earth is billions of years old. Fucking retardation of the brain cell you don't have. Take your Bible out of print. The Earth is billions of years, you fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Take your Bible out of print. The Earth is billions of years old, you fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell Christian idiot who doesn't have anything up there having been made from the 136 million year white cliffs of Dover, you fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Stop posting, stop using. The Earth's not 6,000 years of age. The Bible is a legend of that, you fucking incompetent retardation of brain cells you don't have. Stop posting, fucking incompetent retardations of brain cells you don't have. Stop posting. Go over to Got Questions Not Incompetentbill and take your Bible out of fucking print. You fucking incompetent retardations of brain cells you don't have. You've never tried to even read it. You fucking incompetent retardations of brain cells you don't have. Fucking incompetent retardations of brain cells you don't have. Fucking incompetent retardations of brain cells haven't been made from the 136 million year white cliffs of Dover. Too fucking dumb. Fucking incompetent retardation of a brain cell you don't have. Fucking human evolution. Fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Got Questions on Incompetentbill. Human fucking evolution. Fucking incompetent retardation of brain cell you don't have. Poster. Human evolution did that to you, and there's not 6,000 years of age. Grow up and fucking pull your heads out of your fucking incompetent retardation of the brain cells you don't have having been made from the 136